to be in this room. From coast to coast, from north to south, African-American voters, African-American leaders. We are in so many ways the conscience of the country.
Amen.
And all the things that we have gotten done under Biden-Harris, lowest black unemployment rate in the history of America, the most African Americans ever covered by health insurance, the most African Americans ever connected to the internet because of our infrastructure investments, the most business starts, small business starts for black people in any 2-year period under this administration. All of the accomplishments, getting every lead pipe out of the ground, the money we've been able to invest for clean water, the changes for clean air, the expansions of making sure that we deal with the maternal mortality crisis. I can go on and on and on. But as much as we are talking about the top of the ticket, we know that there would be none of these changes, advances, accomplishments if it was not for black voters. And so I just simply want to say, to he who much is given, much is required.
That's right.
I know that we are tired, but we got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. I know that we are weary, but we know, as it says in the Black National Anthem, stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, but we will not stop marching. We will not stop fighting. We will not stop working. And so I just want to leave you with a simple message. I'm so excited to see Kamala Harris rise in the way she has over this last month.
Amen.
I have known that extraordinary sister for well over 15 years. We came up together in American politics. She is a real kind of friend. You want friends that will tell you the truth, right? I remember when I met with her when she was the Attorney General of the state of California. We both said we had to talk to each other. It was urgent. And we met in my office, and we both had something to say. And we go, who goes first? She goes, Cory, you can go first. I go, Kamala, please, it's lonely. I'm the only black person in the Democratic caucus in the Senate. Yeah, I need you. It's lonely here. I know you want to run for governor, but please, I begged her. I'm from the Motown school. I'm not too proud to beg now. Come on, sister. Please, baby, baby. Please, baby, baby, please. Run for the United States Senate. And she said, okay, I'll consider it. I go, but Kamala, what do you have to tell me? And she just looks at me, and she didn't want to talk to me about politics. All she said is, she goes, Cory, I'm just telling you, this is your sister, newly met the man of my dreams. I'm just telling you right now, man, you got a great public life, but brother, you need to get married, man. So I am telling you, she is that kind of sister. She is that kind of sister. So I don't want to exalt her. I want to talk about you for a moment. And this is how I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to end and be gone. But I just saw Brother Horsford. I just thought he caught my eye. Is he standing here? There he is. Brother Horsford right here. Give it up for the head of the Congressional Black Caucus. I'm starting to see too many people to call out, but some greats here. All right, so this is all I want to tell you. We are in a storm. The backlash against diversity, equity, and inclusion. The backlash against voting rights. The backlash against civil rights. We are in a storm right now in America, and so I want to end by just telling you the story of a storm, a literal one that came in and hit the state of New Jersey. And it was the Hurricane Sandy. I was mayor of the city of Newark, and I'm driving around in a command vehicle being driven by 2 police officers as the storm is coming in and just trying to secure our neighborhood, make sure everything is locked down. And then my phone rings, and I pull out my cell phone, and I answer it, and it begins with the stupidest question I had ever heard. Forgive me for being disrespectful, but I think this might be the stupidest question in America. I answer the phone, and the person says, hello, this is the White House operator. Will you hold for the President of the United States? And I'm like, who says no to that question? And so I go, yes. And let me tell you, folks, I miss Obama. I miss Obama. And I miss her husband, too. But I miss Michelle. I miss Michelle. And so this was Michelle's husband. And I'm talking, and he calls me from the Oval Office, just checking in on me, seeing how the city of Newark was doing. It was amazing. It was a beautiful call of the President of the United States being concerned about the people. A majority black city, and the biggest city in New Jersey, calling me to see how we're doing. I hang up the phone, and then I had to get another call. My phone rings again. I pull out my cell phone, and this time it's the governor of my state. He's a Republican. This is not time for partisan politics. There's a storm in our midst, and he was checking in on me too. We have a good conversation. I hang up the phone. And then we're coming up a hill, and through the storm and the lightning and the driving rain, I see that at the peak of the hill, all the telephone poles had come crashing down, dragging trees with them. It was a mess of wire and wood, but as we got closer, I see a big floodlight being waved at me. We got closer, I see it's a man in a yellow slicker. My officers pull the car right by him. He's right by my window. I roll down the window, and I see that it's an elderly man. And I look at him out in the middle of this storm, and I yell at him, forgive me. I raise my voice to this elderly man and said, what are you doing out here? And then he looks at me like I just asked him the stupidest question in America. He goes, Mayor, it is so dangerous out here. He pointed to the wire and the wood. It's so dangerous. I'm standing out here so no one comes along and gets hurt. Let me tell you, Black Caucus, I talked to the President of the United States, the governor of my state. I'm the mayor of the largest city, but the greatness I best saw exhibited that night was the man standing on top of a hill in the dark of night and driving rain to make sure other people don't get hurt. That's the Democratic Party. It's not the president, it's not the governor, it's not the senator, it's those of us who are ready to take that hill. Who will stand on the hill with me? Who will stand for women's rights, for civil rights, for union rights? Who will stand if we stand together and work together? If we fight, we. If we fight, we. All right, now let's go out there and get it done.